Welcome back to Upside Down Movie Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Stuber, which I finally got around to seeing. Stuber is directed by Michael Dowes, who is best known for directing the movies What If and Goon. Stuber stars Dave Bautista and Camille Nanjiani. Stuber is about an LA detective named Vic, played by Bautista, who lets an unsolved case take over his life after an incident that happened 6 months prior. When he gets a call for a lead that could potentially solve the case, he calls an Uber that brings a driver named Stu, played by Nanjiani, into his life. We now have the pairing of a tough, disgruntled cop who will do whatever it takes to solve the case and catch the bad guy, and an innocent civilian Uber driver who just wants a 5-star rating and to live his average life, who try to solve their biggest problems in life while getting to know each other along the way. The opening sequence of the movie caught me by surprise, was more of a serious tone for this being a comedy, and I kinda liked it. But that was the most serious part of the movie. The rest of it relied on the comedy heavily, which I did not expect it to be more serious because it is a comedy. The action in this movie was also surprisingly decent. Pretty brutal stuff, which made the R rating for this movie worth it. Camille Nanjiani is a funny dude with some talent. You have to check out his movie The Big Sick if you haven't. It's a great movie that actually tells the real life story of his own life, where he stars in it himself, and he actually used to be an Uber driver before he got famous doing stand-up. But back to Stuber, I really enjoyed his humor in the movie. Dry humor is something that I've always found hilarious. When someone says something that is meant to be funny with no emotion, just in a normal conversation, and there's a lot of it in this movie. Dave Bautista did an alright job in this movie. Neither him or Nanjiani were anything spectacular, but both did a good enough job for this movie. I've liked Bautista in his past work. He's done a great job as Drax in Guardians and had a good little role in Blade Runner 2049, which I loved, but this is his first lead role in a movie, and I agree with a lot of what I've been hearing, that I do not personally think he's ready to lead a film yet. He's been a great supporting actor in most everything he's been in, but I didn't really feel his presence as a lead in this film. Even his next movie he has coming out called My Spy, the trailers haven't convinced me of his capabilities to lead in a film, but that movie could be great, who knows. But from the comedy aspect, there are a lot of jokes in the movie that don't land, even from Nanjiani. There are comedies that are hilarious from start to finish, where 99% of the content is hilarious, but this is one of those movies where it's about 50-50 in my opinion. I got a chuckle out of a lot of the movie, but only one time did I actually laugh out loud. There was a sequence heading into the final act of the movie shared between the two leads in a sporting goods store where Stu works his day job. That was easily the funniest part of the movie. Everything about it had me in the crowd laughing through its entirety. Jimmy Tatro, who had a smaller role in 22 Jump Street as a supporting comedic act in this movie as Stu's boss, was a great addition, was a funny presence every time he was on screen. I could go in depth with more negatives for this movie by talking about the plot and the story and things like that, but for a small budget comedy like this, none of that really matters and should never really play a huge part in the movie overall. They didn't make this to be an Oscar-winning movie. It's here to get some laughs out of the audience, and I say it did a decent job at doing so. Although I don't really think the leads carried the entire movie in the comedic aspect, overall I had fun with this movie and there were some good laughs. I'm gonna give Stuber a C. I don't think this is a movie that should necessarily be rushed out and seen in theaters, but if it ever pops up on TV or you have a chance to see it, there's some good action and laughs, and it's worth checking out in my opinion. If you have seen the movie or are looking forward to checking it out, let me know what your thoughts in the comments below. Next review should be for Lion King, which I'm going to see today and wearing my shirt for, so look forward to that one in the next couple of days, probably tomorrow. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and to subscribe for more. All feedback is much appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next one.